What is up, everybody? Hope you're having a great Friday the 13th. Time to talk about the new horror film that came out this week, Happy Death Day. The story follows our main character, Tree, like T-R-E-E, Tree. Who names their kid that? I don't know, stupid millennials. So Tree's this sorority girl. You can almost consider her kind of a mean girl from the Lindsay Lohan movie. She doesn't really care about anybody. She's going through life, just doing her own thing, ignoring her dad's phone calls, being kind of a dick to everybody that she meets. Surprise, surprise, she wakes up the next morning to find out that she's reliving the same day over and over again. With that, she's also getting murdered at the same time over and over again. So with what seems to be unlimited amounts of days to really find out what's happening to her, she now is on a mission to find out who's trying to kill her, why they're trying to do it, and see if maybe she can try to move to the next day. And there we have our completely original story that really is nothing different from what we've already seen. Oh, what's this? Oh, okay, Groundhog. Yeah, it's Groundhog Day. Happy Death Day was brought to us by Blumhouse Productions, who've done such incredible movies like Get Out, The Purge, Insidious. Well, maybe The Purge isn't very incredible. The point is, Blumhouse does know how to make a horror film. They know how to make it interesting. They know how to get you involved in the movie. This is a very paint-by-the-numbers, scary movie that's not really trying to scare you as much. And it's much more of like a comedy whodunit. And I found myself in the theater being pretty invested in this main character who's played very well by Jessica Roth. What the movie does well is actually taking that Groundhog Day formula of reliving the same day over and over again and puts that creepy horror spin on it that gets you invested in the character and gets you invested in the story because you're trying to unravel this mystery of who this killer is. Albeit you could pretty easily piece it together if you're really paying attention to it. But that doesn't take away from the fun nature that this movie seems to have. It's not so much a very dark horror film. If anything, this is more of a comedy that has a horror spin on it with that Groundhog Day formula. Is this an original film? I wouldn't necessarily say so. They're basically ripping off Groundhog Day and Scream, right down to the creepy baby mask that this killer is wearing. We've seen this before. The thing that makes this more interesting is that it has a really strong main character. The rest of the cast pretty dispensable. There's not really anything special about them. They all play their character pretty well, albeit their characters aren't really developed and they're not anything to really write home about. The problem with the movie is just it's way too formulaic. We've seen this so many times. If you're going into this wanting to see something original and new, you're going to be disappointed. If you've seen the trailers for Happy Death Day, this is exactly what you're getting yourself into. So if you liked the trailer, you're going to like Happy Death Day. For me personally, I thought it was entertaining. For the most part, I was pretty invested in this story of what was happening with the character. And I would say it's a movie that you could go in and just have a good time with, leave the theater, and probably forget it in the next couple days. But you're going to the movie to enjoy it, and it's not something like Blade Runner. And not every movie has to be nuanced or a tour de force like what snobs would say. This is a basic horror film that has a fun twist on it. It's got some good comedy to it, and I'm going to give Happy Death Day a 7 out of 10. So guys, tell me what you thought of Happy Death Day. Whatever you thought, leave a comment down below. What is your favorite type of movie to watch during Halloween? Is it a real horror film? Do you like watching the silly horror movies? Tell me what your flavor is down below. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to watch more, and I will see you at the next review.